All right, I'm getting ready to pack in for the weekend. Just wanted to kind of show you what a typical weekend pack-in looks like. So got the XO K4. I think this is a 3600 bag. So I've got the Mountain Mafia. This one's a 20-degree bag. Mountain Mafia Alpine Light little shelter thing. Jetboil, pillow, extra gas. Got 2 extra shirts, some extra socks, a jacket in case it gets cold, a couple of caffeine drinks from the mornings, sleeping pad, 2 breakfasts, 2 dinners, some snacks. Got these Hydro Pack 2 and 6 liter bottles. There's a spring up in here. I'm going to get some water. So I pack all this into that K4 frame. I'm getting ready to hike up to the east over here and hopefully be finding some sheds this weekend. So stay tuned, guys. Hopefully we're picking up some sheds. Well, it's about 6:50. Been hiking for about an hour. Still got quite a ways to go up over here and quite a bit more elevation. There's a big canyon to my right that I've got to get on this next ridge, but I might kind of slowly make my way up, follow this trail for a little while. It kind of dies off up over here. I'm not real sure where it goes, but my goal is to get up over that way where I can glass. There's a spring up over there. There's also a spring right down here. But it's warm and getting sweaty. I can probably only hike for about another hour, and then I got to turn a headlamp on, so stay tuned. I got to keep heading up this way. Well, just checking in with you guys. Still hiking. Starting to get pretty rocky and cliffy. I don't know if you can even see over there. But I got to hurry up and make it up this stuff before it gets too dark and I can't see anymore. Well, just made it to my camp spot for the night. Just gonna kind of level out somewhere in here and set up my bed and my little canopy thing, and then hopefully tomorrow I'll find some sheds. Been hiking for 3.5 hours. I'm sweating my ass off, so that might help cool me off a little tonight. Well, just got my shelter set up. Cooked one of these peak refuel meals. It's about 9:30. Just getting something to eat. Got my bed all set up, and then I'll go to sleep for the night, and hopefully we're finding some sheds tomorrow. So thanks for staying with me, and hopefully tomorrow we're picking up some sheds, you guys. Well, good morning, guys. Just kind of slept on this cattle trodden bench up here with these big junipers, but I'm gonna roll up the bedding. It's about 6 o'clock right now. The sun's up over on these ridges. It still hasn't climbed up over these hills to the east of me, but I got some biscuits and gravy warming up, and then I'm gonna roll up all the bedding. Hopefully we're finding some antlers here shortly. My plan is to get over here, get a base camp set up. I only have one more night out here, but there's a spring over here to the east, and I'll probably set up where Ken and I camped last time, and then hopefully we're picking up some antlers. All right, I think this is where I'm gonna camp. This is where Ken and I camped. About 3 years ago, we made that circle of antlers right here. Looks like someone came in and moved them underneath this tree. Someone probably didn't want someone else glassing this up and coming in here or something. So, I mean, worst case scenario, I might just be packing out a pile of chocks. But this is where I had my hammock last time. There's a spring just over here to my left, but let's get camp unloaded and let's start finding some antlers today. Oh, climbing down, came into another spring, so I'm just filtering. I put some water in the Hydro Pack. I got that filter on, filling up my hard side hydration Nalgene's. That one's still full from the pack in, but I'll probably fill this one up, filter some water. And then later today, I've got 2 or 3 more on my way back to camp at another spring up here. I'll fill up my water for tonight and for tomorrow's hikes. But just waiting for this to fill up, probably dunk my head, get my hair wet, cool off. It's already starting to get hot, and then hike up over this way and hopefully find some antlers. All right, just sitting here glassing this hillside out in front of me. I glassed up a right side over there in the bushes. I'll flip this around and show you. So I started scanning around and I got a left side down below me. So I think I've got a set. It looks to be intact. I don't know how big it is. It doesn't look like a giant set. I can't tell how old it is. It's white for sure. I'm hoping it's just maybe a 2-year-old set. I wasn't planning on going that way. I want to stay on this ridge and loop around, but I'll probably drop down, grab those. I might find something else and I'll pick up over here. All right, so the first right side is over in those bushes and the left side is down over here below. So kind of in a line. So I got a couple of landmarks, some rocks, and I'm gonna go pick those up and then probably go this way and loop back up around. Okay, I think this is the second one. I'm hoping this is the match to that first one. Looks like it's got a little bit of color on it. Right on, it might be a hard white from last year. It's got decent tines, just dies out on the back end there. Or maybe it got broke or chewed off. But it looks like a pretty decent heavy shed. A couple years old. Let's get them picked up for you guys. There we go. I bet that's 3 years old. Still got a little bit of color on the back. Just busted off, chewed off over there. Pretty decent. Doesn't have a ton of mass. But 3 years ago, there was a couple in here. But let's see what else we can turn up. All right. I'm thinking this might be the other side. Maybe not. This one looks older. The G1's gone. This kind of looks like some of those palmated bulls Martin and Connor were picking up. Might be one of those same bulls. Super long G2, G1's missing. Probably just been chewed off, been sitting here too long. Kind of a goofy bull. Not a goofy one. Just that G1's missing. Kind of a longer beam, but just a weird back end. That one might be 3 to 4 years old. And it could be the other side, I'm just not real sure. Just looks different on this right side. Long G2. Well, I don't really want to go down this way and lose my elevation, but there's an antler in that wide open bench right there. So I'll probably side hill, drop over, pick that up, and then keep working over this way. I'm wanting to go up over here. I know there's a spring up over in this draw I got marked on my map. I need to cool down a little bit. So let's go pick this up. I might pick up something else. Oh, this is the one I glassed from way up there. It's just down here in the wide open on this bench. Looks like a pretty decent antlers, got good fronts. Just a weak back end. Is that a hard white? Nope. Looks like a couple years old. Probably a 4-year-old antler. Been sitting here baking in the sun. Just a little guy. Luckily it doesn't weigh that much. Let's throw it on the pack. I've got that one glassed up over there, but I think I'm gonna head up over this way. Well, there's my pack and that shed. I don't think this is the match, but I came just to peek over the sledge. And I got an even older chalk. It's got a long beam. And that other one I glassed is up over there. But it's probably gonna stay. I just don't feel like going down and up and then back. Well, let's get this thrown on the pack too and get out of here. Oh, Super old and pink. Chalky, falling apart. Might be a bear over here. Birds are going crazy. Well, started off slow, but starting to pick up. Let's go see if we can see this bear and go hit the spring over here. Oh, it's climbing up this ridge. Looks like I got another old chalker. Just busted off. May not be that old actually. Maybe a 2-year-old shed. Just chewed on and busted. Might make the pack for a little while till things get heavy. Well, just coming down this ridge, pushing my way through. Super thick, tons of sign. And just what we want to see. Sight for sore eyes. Just a big brown hanging right there in that bush. Hopefully I can turn up the other side in here. There's a couple of beds just right back behind me. 3 years ago, I picked up quite a few sheds just down here with Ken, so I'm hoping I can turn something else up, but let's get this picked up, see what it looks like. Oh yes. Look at that brownie. Just a young little giant. It's got a sweet back end. Just nothing for a beam length. Hell yeah. Look at that thing. Sweet bull. Just a mini giant. Look how white that burr is. Super cool shed. Not as heavy as it should be. I'll just loop around. Trying to find the other side of this 7-point brown. Lots of beds, lots of rubs. Got an old something over here. That even shed. Yeah, just an old busted off vase. See if we can find this brown. Well, still looping around in here. That older one is over there. The 7-point brown is up there. And I got something else pretty cool right here. Little deadhead Coues. Just a 2-point with an eye guard on this side, but kind of a trident frame on that side. Pretty cool. We'll throw him on the pack. I don't know how stinky he is, but he's got some brown antlers. Probably keep him for now. Well, not the giants we're looking for, but it's about to bite me on the leg. Just a little Coues deer shed from last year. Hard white. Well, I've got horrible lighting. The sun's in my eyes. I'm not going to see anything unless I walk right on it. I think I got a brown. Just a little Coues buck. Little 80, 85 incher maybe. I don't know, let's throw it on the pack. Maybe we'll find something else up here. I got to get my stash pile up here. Well, still on that same line, that same trail. These are not my matches, but I might have a side-by-side set. I got this little old guy. And then this one right here. So I got a left and a right. That doesn't happen too often. Right on. Happy to be picking up a few Coues. See if we can't turn up something else. Maybe pick up a muley, get the trifecta today. Well, still kind of on the same trail. I might have just matched up this Coues brown. little bit better on this side. That might be a different buck. I'll probably pull him off the pack and see real quick, but starting to pick up a few Coues deer sheds on the side hill. Just gotta go grab my stash pile up over here a little ways. Sweet brown. Well, I thought we matched them up. They look very similar. That one's been off longer, and that one's a fresher brown. This one has way more mass. This thing's way smaller. Different color, different mass, but very, very similar build. But not a match. Maybe there's two more in here. Well, just filled up some water at the spring. And then I got to kind of take this trail and camps up that way about a quarter mile. So throw the pack on one last time, make it to camp. I got some water to cook with, filled up my Nalgene's, and I'm headed back to camp, get some sleep for the night. Well, I made it back to camp last night. All the Coues deer sheds I ended up picking up, but got kind of gear scattered all over. Slept right there in that little canopy thing, the Alpine Light shelter. Got my bag and stuff in there. I think I'm gonna pack all my gear up, and before it gets too hot, just hike up and out of here, hit the saddle, and then it's pretty much downhill most of the way out. So before it gets too hot, I want to expend my energy when it's not blazing. So I'm gonna pack all my gear, get all these sheds and stuff loaded, and get out of here. Sun's just starting to come up, and let's make our way out. Pack is loaded down. I'm probably stupid for trying to carry some of these chocks out, but I'm gonna head up out of here. Sun's finally breaking, but I need to get up here before it gets too hot. So I'm gonna load this up and get the hell out of here. Well, the hard part's over. Made it out of that hellhole. Made my elevation. Took the pack off, just resting. But basically all I have to do is hike out of here 3 miles, and it's pretty much downhill the whole way. But I might leave the pack here. There's quite a bit of sign just right in here. I might just loop around in here for a little bit, kill some time, and then make my way down this way. Well, it's 7:30, still on this little saddle. I can't tell if this is a hard white or a brown. That looks like a hard white from last year. Oh, that's cool. Maybe, unless it just got kicked in the dirt. But maybe there's something else in here. There's a lot of sign on this ridge. Lots of grass. I just would imagine this had snow on it. But let's get this thrown on the pack and see if we can't turn something else up. Well, just stopped at this little creek to filter some water, filled up one of my Nalgene's. Just gonna keep heading out. I think I'm probably at least halfway out by now, but it's mainly just downhill. I got one little tiny uphill push on this trail, and then the truck should just be down there, and then I got to cross a bigger creek. Last year I was able to walk across a log, but I think from the flooding that log's gone, so I might end up getting my boots wet, but we'll see. So I'll see you guys at the bottom. Well, I made it down to the bottom. Just need to cross this creek. Probably gonna try to throw this log across there so I can just walk across And the truck's just up over here. But made it down. It's starting to get hot already. But let's get this game plan going and get across the creek. Well, made it back to the truck. Got the pack on the tailgate. Just need to pull it up in there. But thank you guys for coming along on the journey. If you're new here and haven't subscribed, make sure you click this link right here in the middle. If you missed our previous 2 weeks videos, you can click over here on the sides and watch those videos. Thank you guys. Well, this is all I hauled out. I think there was 8 elk sheds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Coues deer sheds, and that Coues Deadhead. My pack was 80 pounds coming out of there, about 60 pounds worth of antlers. 20 pounds is what my pack weighs with my sleeping bag, pad, that Alpine light tent thing, all my other gear, my charger, and some food, and one of the Nalgene bottles full. So it probably weighs another 2 to 3 pounds with the other one full. But thank you guys for watching. Cleaning up all the chalk this year. Just crazy that I only found that one brown. I didn't have time to match them. It was just getting too dark, but I appreciate you guys watching the videos. I think we're about halfway through our season. It's getting hot, but I'm still willing to get out and do some hiking. Maybe some cold fronts will come through. So give this video a thumbs up, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side.